mti
unachonga pale mbele unakata in that height, unaona hii inaweza tosha.
Ulikuwa unamesha vipi sasa ukijua kwamba hii ndo size yake?
Okay, ni unafanya tu guess, unaona this inaweza pita around 6 feet. Inaweza kuwa yani so long as tulikuwa naona so long as urefu yake iko beyond you. So by now my personal best is lying on 55 and then the world record is in 67. So when you try to see, it's not too far. It's around 12 meters. I think most of the people, Yego is not talking too much in media. But when you get him privately, he's a guy that can give you some advice, even can support you in many other things like material, equipment. When you know that you are training with one-time world champion, that is that feeling. Yeah, I'm training with exactly person I want to train with. So and then at the time I can realize maybe there is some equipment you're lacking, anakuambia takutafutia. And by the way, what he promised, anaifanya. And I sent to Yego, the only thing is thank you. Keep on the spirit that you have at the time. Don't ever think of you are doing the wrong thing. Never, that sometimes feelings can take you, okay, I can get away with this. We still need you. You are still young. I understand when throwers say one person is above 30, but for throwers, when below 40, you are still young. So keep it, and may God bless you.
Mtu ambaye anakuona kwa mara ya kwanza ndani ya Sports Eye, ningependa tujuze tu Nathan ni nani haswa? Jina la pili pia pale hivyo, na wewe unajihusisha katika michezo ipi?
Majina, kwa majina kamili mimi naitwa Nathan Kiplagat. Mimi ni para athlete na husika kwa 400 meter and Javelin class T46.
Class T46. Tunani mpatana class T46. All right, for the very first time, somebody doesn't know what is Paralympic.
Okay, Paralympic in short form is a games of disabilities, people living with disability. Yeah.
Exactly, people living with disability. Na umetajia T46 pia pale. Ningependa pia uelaborate to T46, which category is this T46 and any other categories pia ambapo kama zipo?
Yeah, in disability, I think ukijaribu kuona people living with disability, that disability are not the same. So una classify according to your disability. So for people with when you want arms, we call upper amputees. So they are classified into 3 classes, which is T45, T46, and T47. But most of the time unakuta zina collide, na sometimes unawekawa you are the all classes. So unaweza kuta another people wenye wana miguu, so classes zao inaanza 50, 52 that way. So una classify according to your disability. Yeah.
All right. Najua kwamba there's somebody watching you right now is wondering, Nathan, ulizaliwa hivi? Ni ajali maybe ilikuja ka happen mahali? Ningependa tu tueleze kwanza before tuingie kwa michezo. Is this something ulizaliwa hivi ama ilikuwaje?
My disability is by birth. Nilizaliwa hivyo. Na that's why sioni kai kwa ngumu. Yeah.
Ni kitu ambacho umekuwa nayo, so umezoea. Na nini hasa ilifanya ukaingia kwenye michezo?
Okay, me there was someone anaitwa Madam Liz. Anahusikananga na student living with disability. So ilipatikana to meet na yeye pale primary level games. So mimi nilikuwa amputee, mimi ama footballer. So I used to play football, I'm a striker. So akaniona akaniambia kuja kando. Tukaongea naye and then akaniambia there is a way. Then kufaina hawa wengine, although it's our brothers, there is your own games. So nikabidi sana nitafutane the way around and then until baka nikafika hapa. Yeah.
Lakini wazazi wako walichukulia vipi wewe kuingia kwenye michezo?
Naweza sema some point walichukulia positive. Juu my father ni mtu anapenda sports. But sasa towards that extent unamwambia sasa I have to leave home, ni kwenda kuishi kwingine because of sport. Kwa challenging kidogo. But imebidi tu niwaongelesha. nitafuta marafiki wangu wa convince at last wakakubali. Yeah.
Na ni wakati gani ambapo ama ni mchezo upi ulikuwa unaenda kuparticipate in that you had to shift from home to where, na ilikuwa wapi haswa na ilikuwa mwaka gani?
Okay, ilikuwa last year, the year 2022 January. So nikawa inabidi ni participate Javelin. So ikafika next time huko hakuna facilities, hakuna Javelin, hakuna nini, so ikabidi sasa unaambiwa sasa kama unataka kufanya vizuri you have to shift. So ikabidi sasa it take time kukubali because at that time nakumbuka hata ilichukua around 5 months nikubali yenyewe inabidi ni shift. Yeah.
Now talking about hakukuwa na facilities pale hivyo nyumbani. I understand Javelin, unajua lazima uwe na hiyo Javelin stick ama inaitwaje Javelin stick?
Javelin inaitwa Javelin thrower.
Oh, Javelin thrower. Yeah, that's the lazima uwe nayo.
Yeah.
Una get? Na pale hivyo nyumbani naaminia maybe hazikuwa hizo vijiti, hizo sticks hazikuwa pale hivyo nyumbani. First of all, how did you get yourself into Javelin? Maana yake umesema kwamba you used to play football. Naaminia pia kwamba unakimbia mbio. 200 meters? 400 meters?
Yeah.
Unakimbia bado.
Yeah.
Now Javelin. How did you introduce yourself to Javelin? Then you came and introduced the Javelin to your parents, and then you had to shift from home to wherever you are going to because of Javelin.
Okay, unaona, so pale I used to kufuatilia sports most of the time. So nikaiona the way Javelin watu wanairusha. So hata tukienda games for time of athletics, ulikuwa unanikuta niko pale kwa Javelin najaribu kuiona. So ni kitu naisema nilikuwa naipenda. So kujia sasa Javelin yenyewe ulikuwa unaenda unakata hizo miti. In that unajaribu kuona estimate kama inaweza kuwa Javelin, so unairusha unaona simba.
Ulikuwa unatumia vijiti, mti umechonga hivyo mti
unachonga pale mbele unakata in that height, unaona hii inaweza tosha. Yeah.
Ulikuwa unamesha vipi sasa ukijua kwamba hii ndo size yake?
Okay, ni unafanya tu guess unaona this inaweza pita around 6 feet. Inaweza kuwa yani so long as tulikuwa tunaona so long as urefu yake iko beyond you. So ukishika isimame urefu yake iko beyond you, sasa unaona it's okay. Yeah.
Was that amongst naamini kwamba it was amongst the challenges that you were facing? Yeah. Was that the biggest challenge ama kuna changamoto zingine, na kama kuna zipo zingine ni zipi haswa?
Okay, first of all inaweza kuwa among the challenges, but mimi sikuchukulia kama challenge.
Uko sawa na kurusha kijiti, umetoka umekata kwa msituni, umechonga unarusha.
But the challenge yake penye inapia ijafika ile standard yenye inahitajika. So according to this Javelin kuna standard. As a by the way by the classes zetu inaenda na hiyo classes za Javelin. So kuna certain sasa quality unafaa kuitumia. So I think hapo ndio ilikuwa challenge because sasa unakuja kupata the actual Javelin na kenye umetrain nayo kuna difference. So inakuwa affect.
All right, Nathan, naaminia kwamba right now you guys are at camp hapa hivi Kasarani. Yeah. And what exactly are you, mbona mko camp? What event are you guys preparing for?
Okay, by now there is a youth Commonwealth Games. It is starting next month 4th in Tidat. Tidat Island, iko Europe. So the team inafaa, so Nok is the wako in charge of the team. So it's fact that I was supposed to end the gaps South Africa next month, but haikuenda through. So venye Nok and then walikuwa in charge wakaona haiwezi enda through, wakaona our age is not that imeenda sana with this under 18. So they call us to train together and then to make sure that the team wale at least tuko senior tume dispose to the wall, we can advise them, tukaambia what is this. So by now we are in camp under Commonwealth, for Commonwealth Youth Games under Nok.
Mbona the previous haikuenda through? Nok walisema what is the reason? What is the main reason why it didn't go through?
Okay, Nok they don't have the problem, but the people that host, which was the South African, they walisema the nini yao. So the management yao ijakuwa kuna some challenges they are facing. So they decided that to send it that in later what host. But sasa unajua sasa kama mtu sasa athlete ashaambiwa prepare, you are going this and then all of a sudden hiyo trip haiko, I think inakuwa na
Ulifeel aje mwenyewe? How did you feel about that? You've been training for this all that time and then suddenly whoosh, you guys are not going. How did you feel about that? How did you take it?
Okay, the first thing una feel bad, obviously una feel bad, and then after some time unabidi tena urudi unajiambia okay, haijaondolewa bado iko. But sasa obviously uta feel bad kwanza, and then you try to console, and then unaambiwa bado iko. So I think bado utarudi tu in that good mood. Yeah.
What is your biggest achievement you have achieved in this your athletic journey, whether in the 200 meters, 400 meters, in football, and also or maybe in javelin?
Okay, my achievement I think is so far is javelin. This year I had to travel to Morocco.
You're amongst the team that went to Marrakech?
Yeah, Marrakech.
Uh-huh.
And then there I said to be the fastest guy now in Africa.
Wow, that's amazing.
So by now I think that is the thing that it made me push, get me back to training. Because when I try to see where am I by now and then where the record is, world record is, it's not too far. It's not too far.
What is your target? World record ni ngapi? Your personal best yako ngapi? Alafu, what is it that you're really working on right now to beat the world record?
Okay, the first thing, when you get yourself to understand who you are, where you're coming from, and where you're heading to, so you have to put yourself in there. Yeah, my world record is here. How can I close this gap? So by now my personal best is lying on 55, and then the world record is in 67. So when you try to see, it's not too far. It's around 12 meters.
Yes.
It's not too far.
Umesema 12 meters sifa.
It's not too far.
It's not too far. Hey
for
boss.
us,
12 meters mtu wangu.
It's not too far. It's not too far because when you try to see, I've tried to cover around 15 meters in 1.5 years.
Wow.
So when you try to see, it's not too far. When you put everything on the same line and you concentrate, it's not too far. Yeah.
How soon should we be expecting such a performance whereby you gonna break this world record? How soon should we be expecting that?
Okay, I cannot put exactly time, but I know in less than 3 years.
In less than 3 years, unaenda kuvunja world record mbaya sana.
In less than 3 years, I'm sure that your record nitakuwa nimeivunja.
All right, yeah. Amazing. That's beautiful. Of course, remember you can follow us on our social media pages. That is Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Sports Kenya. And of course, if it's your very first time you're checking in here, please make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't done that. And if you're a member, you know what? You always sit back and relax because in the building, or not the building, of course, Kasarani National Stadium, we are with this super amazing athlete, Nathan, who is right now camping for the incoming competition. So let's get back to him. Nathan,
Yes.
what is the biggest challenge you have encountered in your athlete journey, and how have you managed to tackle that challenge?
Okay, challenges are there, and in everywhere, challenges are there. So my biggest challenge was when I moved from home to Nairobi. First thing, you don't know anyone. Then the first challenge was it was financial. Because where you live, you have to pay some bills. You have to gather enough food. Like now, sports again, you have to get a good nutrition. So you have to balance well. This can work this well. So I think the biggest challenge for me it was finance, and it took me along to understand that this is needed.
So wewe ulitoka nyumbani ukija Nairobi ujui mtu yoyote. Ulitoka Nairobi kuja kuishi kwa nani, ama ulitoka kule ambako ulikuwa unatoka kuja Nairobi kuishi peke yako?
Okay, kuja Nairobi niliongea with my relative, one of the relative ako. So nikaongea naye akaniambia okay, kuja, I will sustain for you. Tutakaa naye for sometimes. So unajua mtu akikwambia sometimes you don't know how long. So kufika Nairobi, kitu ya kwanza nilijaribu kufanya ni au venye nita live, venye nita survive, and then venye nitaishi peke yangu. So I think hapo kwanza ilikuwa challenge because I think the same year last year around September. Ilinibidi kwanza nirudi home kwenda kuprepare again to come back Nairobi. Yeah.
Wow, amazing. Now, currently we know, tumeona kwamba there is a huge crop of sprinters coming in Kenya, wame grow, they're coming up in Kenya right now. As an athlete, what's your thought on that? This current crop ambayo imekuja sana in sprints. What's your thought on that?
My thought is this is the right way we are heading as a country, because ukijaribu kuona behind there tulikuwa tuna dominate only long distance and middle distance. Even field events hatukuwa na watu. So by now, when you see likes of Julius Yego when he won the world record, and then unaona watu wengi wakajitokeza field events. Now Manyala is coming in. Ameonesha the world, ameshinda Commonwealth Games. Yeah, right now is the current African record holder. So umeona watu wengi washa realize we can do it. And that is good, because when they come to the wakikuja hivyo, I think the competition will be high, and then everyone will try to push ahead of him, and then to target more performance good. Yeah.
Who really inspires you in this world of athletic? Who really inspires you? Unasema, manze mimi nikiamka tu siku moja ni huyu jamaa tu I'm looking up to. The way he trains, the way he talks, the way he does, he's everything. Who really inspires you?
For Javelin, I think is Yego. Because even the first time we met with him, akaniambia everything is possible. Just take your time, train well. And then I think most of the people, Yego is not talking too much in media. But when you get him privately, he's a guy that can give you some advice, even can support you in many other things like material, equipment. Yeah.
So how has Yego exactly impacted your Javelin journey? How has he impacted?
Okay, first thing, he called me. Kuja to train pamoja. So when you know that you are training with one-time world champion, there is that feeling. Yeah, I'm training with exactly person I want to train with. So and then at the time I realize maybe there is some equipment you're lacking, anakuambia takutafutia. And by the way, what he promised, anaifanya. So I think Yego is one of the guys and inspire.
Wow, that's beautiful, Yego, from wherever you are watching us right now. Oh, from me, Rick, of course, I just want to say thank you, congratulations, and keep motivating these young talents that's coming up. Nathan, what can you tell Yego? He is watching you right now. What message can you send him?
Okay, what can I send to Yego? The only thing is thank you. Keep on the spirit that you have at the time. Don't ever think of you are doing the wrong thing. Never, that sometimes feelings can take you, okay, I can get away with this. We still need you. You are still young. I understand when throwers say one person is above 30, but for throwers, when below 40, you are still young. So keep it, and may God bless you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Yego, for inspiring these young talents. Now I understand that you're preparing for next year African Games.
Yeah.
Next year, na uko this year.
Of course.
How is that? Why is it? Do you feel like it's too early?
No, it's not too early. Because I think this is the right time. Because if there is some mistakes, we have the time to rectify as early as now. Because if we say let's wait to next year, we might find ourselves next year. The time will not be in our side. So I don't feel it's not early. It's the right time. Yeah.
Wow, amazing. Of course, kwa wale ambao wanatazama kila kinachokuwa na mwanzo lazima kiwe na mwisho. Lakini before that, I understand that you cannot just train by yourself. You have your coach.
Yeah.
How is your coach contributing to your journey, and what message can you send to your coach right now?
Okay, first thing, our coach, the only contribution he's giving is to make sure that you are doing the right thing at the right time, at the right moment. And to be a coach, I think it's more than to be a parent. Because sometimes you are seeing your athlete, the way he's coming to training is not well. So you'll have to change the schedule of training to, first of all, to understand what's wrong with him. And the moment that you understand that way, you'll know how will help you. So my coach is Masonic. coach for Julius Yego.
Mm-hmm.
The guy, I don't know if you know, the guy by the name Alex.
I know Alex.
By the name Duncan Kinyanjui.
You're training with gurus, bana. You're training
Yeah.
with gurus. We need gold. We need
Yeah,
gold in Kenya.
The guy again by the name Kilonzo.
Mm-hmm. I know them.
Yeah, so he's our coach.
Mm-hmm.
Normally coaches. And the only thing I tell him, whatever you do it, will not be taken as a granted. One day, God will reward you. Will reward you with something bigger. Yeah.
Wow, amazing. You know what, Nathan?
Yeah.
Here inside Sports Eye, every guest has to sign out for us. Unatufungia show. Sasa, are you ready for that? Are you ready for that tufungie show? You know me, that's not my work. I've already done my work. I've introduced the show. Tumepiga gumzo. Now it's your work to sign out for us. Please, tufungie show, Nathan.
Okay. I think you are watching Sports Eye, and follow us in the social media, Facebook Sports Eye, Instagram Sports Eye, and Twitter Sports Eye Kenya. And pale YouTube, don't forget to subscribe if you are new.
Yeah!
If you are a new viewer.
All right. Yes, of course, everything that has a beginning must have an ending. We have come to the end of this amazing interview with this amazing Paralympic athlete, Nathan. Of course, remember, if you haven't hit the subscribe button, make sure you hit the subscribe button right about now. Make sure you also share this amazing channel, because we are the #1 sports channel in and outside 254. Until next time, stay blessed.